Alright guys, I got the haul of the century. I met this guy at a garage sale. I asked him if he had video games. He said no, but his dad has this huge collection. He's trying to sell it. He said he wanted $1,000, so I was hesitant. And then he sent me like one photo, and I was like, yep, I'm good. So I immediately agreed to the $1,000. I'm not even really sure what's all here. I don't know if you can see. We got a bin full of NES, Super NES. There's PlayStation, 64, and the trunk is also full. There's a huge bag. There's so many games. I couldn't even count them. Probably 150, 175 total games. It's the best selection of video games I've ever found, easily. I mean, it seems like every Super Nintendo game I saw was an RPG. There's probably 40 to 50 Super Nintendo games, 50 NES games at least. There's a bunch of N64 stuff, Game Boy game, a lot of Game Boy games. There's every system imaginable. So $1,000. I mean, it's a lot of money to spend on a collection, but holy crap, this is the mother load. Hey, remember when I said last month after I found Aero Fighters and Earthbound that I would never find a sale as good as that? So as you can see in my little intro, I took a little road trip today. I met a guy at a garage sale a month and a half ago. I asked him about video games. He says no, but he says my dad has this huge collection of games and he wants $1,000 for it. So I was like, oh geez, $1,000? He showed me a couple of photos. I took one glimpse at the Super Nintendo collection and I said, okay, I agree. $1,000. Take my shut up and take
handshake,
my money.
Whatever.
This is the best selection of Super Nintendo games I have ever seen in my life. As you can see, all these systems: Super Nintendo, NES, 64, PS1, and the PS2 Slim. Games for everything. Game Boys, games. I'm guessing there's like 150 games. We're gonna go through these games. This is unfreaking believable. The find of a lifetime. Some mega rare Super Nintendo games. Holy crap.
Let's do it, man.
Let's get started.
All right.
Let's start with the N64 games. There's only about 13 of them. We've got Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I'm going to go kind of fast here. Did I say that already?
Yeah, we don't have time to comment on every game.
Pilot Wing 64, Star Fox 64, Castlevania, Banjo-Kazooie, Doom, both Zelda games, gold ones, awesome.
Choice.
Yep. Quest 64. This guy liked RPGs, so it doesn't surprise me he had Quest 64. I figured he would, even though it's not a great game.
It's one of the few RPGs for the 64.
Turok, GoldenEye, Mario Golf,
Mario, F-Zero,
Mario 64,
right.
and F-Zero X.
Nothing mind-blowing, but pretty decent.
Not really. That's the N64 collection. So next we'll do Game Boy. Alright, big pile of Game Boy stuff. Game Boy Color with the battery cover. And then a Game Boy Pocket, the transparent one.
Nice.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
I've never found one of these before.
Game Boy Pockets are a lot harder to find than Game Boy Color.
Yeah, I find this all the time. It's the first time I've ever found this. And they're both in really, really nice condition.
Nice.
Neither of them had batteries in it, which is great.
Yeah.
We've got 2 copies of Metroid 2, Bionic Commando for the Game Boy Color, Tetris DX, Football, Follow the Foot Clan. I had this when I was a kid.
I loved that game. It's super easy, but
yeah.
I don't know. I played it a lot.
Wario Land 2, some boxing game. Bases loaded. Bunch of Tetris games. Multiple Tetris games. Castlevania Adventure, that's a good one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Wow. Super Mario Land. Dragon Warrior 3 on the Game Boy Color. I didn't even know this was on the Game Boy Color till now.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
Mario Land 2, Zelda, Kid Icarus, some other crap, another Tetris games, another Bionic Commando game, Donkey Kong, and Final Fantasy Legend 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't have the first 2. This guy loved his Final Fantasy games. Really surprised he only had the third one, but happy to have that.
Yeah, I had that when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to it. It just escaped my collection someday. I don't know what happened to it.
Alright, we're just getting started. We're going to go through Super Nintendo next. Alright, so full disclosure, he hasn't seen the Super Nintendo collection. I think you saw a picture, but you didn't see everything.
Yeah, I saw a picture.
So these are the shovelware games. This is it for shovelware on the Super Nintendo. We've got NBA Jam, Empire Strikes Back, Prince of Persia, Griffey Baseball, Pitfall, and Stanley Cup Hockey.
NBA Jam is awesome.
Yeah, but it's kind of shovelware.
It's a sports title. It doesn't have a ton of value, but
Yeah.
it's a fun game.
I mean, this is it for shovelware. There's about 35 more games.
We're gonna get a lot of comments about shovelware,
and
now.
they are all winners. I'm not gonna throw these away. Be prepared to have your mind blown.
Keep them coming.
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
Inindo. I don't know. Final Fight.
Final Fight. This was like the first one we had besides Mario World back in the
that
day.
game I love so much.
Yeah.
Super Mario All-Stars. Lemmings. Street Fighter 2. What an amazing game. This is just...
That was a game changer.
Street fighting perfection.
Up until then, almost every fighting game was just kind of a street brawler.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it was like, hey, one-on-one fighting. And it was a game changer.
It was brilliant. F-Zero.
Classic.
Star Fox. Don't worry, they get better. Super Metroid.
Choice.
One of the greatest games of all time.
Excellent.
If you don't agree with me, you're wrong.
Yep.
Paladin's Quest.
Never played Paladin's Quest.
Second time this year I found that. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Yeah, you could do a lot better than that.
Okay. How about Final Fantasy 2?
Winner. I love this game more than most games that have ever been
How about
made
this one?
ever.
Final Fantasy 3?
That is one of the few games I love more.
Alright, we've got Demon's Crest. Never played it?
Nice.
It's worth about $100.
Excellent.
Yeah. One of the most expensive games on the console. Super Castlevania 4.
Nice.
Yeah, super happy to find this game. Again,
Nice.
I told you these games would blow you away. Breath of Fire. Yeah, it's just an average game with a lot. You know,
Yeah,
Breath of Fire.
no big deal.
Oh, God, there are more super. The Secret of Mana.
Nice.
Secret of Evermore.
A lot of
I don't
secrets
know. There's
here.
two of them. He said they both work. I don't know why he's got two of them. 2 copies of Secret.
Two's better than one?
Yeah.
I don't
Donkey Kong Country.
Nice.
Super Mario World. We've got ActRaiser and ActRaiser 2.
Didn't you find both of those earlier
Yep.
in another lot?
Yep.
Alright.
Illusion of Gaia. Super Mario RPG.
Nice.
Yep. Second
Wow.
time this year I found that.
Nice.
Super Punch Out.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a fun game.
Chrono Trigger.
It's okay. No big deal.
And
Dang, dude. That's a good label on that one, too.
Earthbound.
Eh.
Second time this year I found Earthbound. I've always wanted 2 copies of Earthbound.
You should really go for 3. You don't want to settle for 2. I mean, come on.
How about I outdo myself? Hockey and Rocky 2.
Oh.
The 3rd most expensive game on the console.
Wow.
How about that? Mic drop.
Wow.
Yeah. I know. It's in unbelievable condition. It looks brand new.
Yeah, it does. Jeez.
So the 3 most expensive games on the console, according to price charting, Hagon, Aero Fighters, and Pocky and Rocky 2.
Yeah.
And so far this year, I found 2 out of 3 of those.
Still waiting for a gun.
Still waiting for Hagon. And then the last 2 games are Zelda.
It's okay.
I mean, it's not worth a ton, but it's one of the greatest games ever.
It is.
Mega Man X. We've got so many games here that are just falling over each
Mega
other.
Man X1? Come on. I have high standards. What are you doing?
So there's the Super Nintendo games.
Woo.
We've got so many more games to go through. It's ridiculous. Let's get into some PlayStation stuff. You want to see some PlayStation games? All right. I'm going to start with PS2 because this is really, really bizarre. He only had 4 PS2 games and then the making of Madden. And they're all shovelware. I don't know what to tell you. This guy lost his taste in games. He had such good taste in games until he got to the PS2. And then he completely gave up. It's really weird.
Alright.
How about some PS1 games?
PS1.
Starting off, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Nice.
Man, am I glad to
Wow.
find this game.
That is fantastic.
So happy.
Hey, shut up!
Honestly. Okay, more PS1 games. Final Fantasy Anthology. Whatever. Final Fantasy 9.
9.
Final Fantasy 8.
8.
Final Fantasy 7. There's a theme here. Threads of Fate. This is a Square RPG, and I have not played it before. Have you ever played this game?
I have never played that game.
Yeah, so has some decent value too. Chrono Cross, Another game I have not played. I don't know if you played Chrono Cross before.
Oh, jeez.
Legend of Dragoon. I just keep finding this game. I can't stay away from Legend of Dragoon. And the last PS1 game is Wild 9, which I have not played before. So, as you can see, you could do a lot worse for PS1 games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these guys were big into Final Fantasy, so... Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Thank you, Lord. I'm so happy to find that.
That is a nice find.
This box is just full of controllers and everything from the NES all the way through PlayStation. Game Genies. He had Game Genies and Game Sharks for everything imaginable. A zapper, the joystick for the NES.
Rumble Pack?
Yeah, the Rumble Pack, the N64 controllers. Everything is in really, really good condition. Again, owned by an adult, this is what you get. So we're just going to start grabbing these NES games.
Randomly,
and we're
one
going to
at a
do
time.
this.
Let's go through it together. Hit me.
First one. There's like manuals with everything. Star Tropics.
Yeah.
Alright. Next game. Castlevania 3.
Nice.
Dracula's Curse.
That's a winner.
Really happy to have that. Again, with the manual. What do we got here? Ninja Gaiden with a rental Nintendo box.
And a manual.
The Battle of Olympus. I don't know. Never heard of it. Alright, we've got 8 Eyes. Never heard of it. Metroid. With the yellow sticker.
Nice.
And the manual. Alright. Phantom Fighter. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Zelda 2.
With the manual.
Were there any boxes to any of the games at all?
No. Gauntlet 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I don't see that very often.
Glad to have that. Blaster Master. Castlevania.
Castlevania.
The
nice.
original. Alright. They were definitely Castlevania fans. Demon Head. With the manual. Found this earlier this year. Alright, what do we got here? Willow. Alright. The guy that played Wicket in Return of the Jedi. Willow. I don't know. Whatever. Final Fantasy.
Nice.
Alright. And Strider. Ooh, I love Strider.
Strider.
Great game.
I remember playing it on Genesis back in the day. It
Manual.
was a lot of fun.
Black and white manual. Alright.
It was made in the 50s, so
Yeah,
everything was black
it
and
was.
white.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Grandpa talked about it.
Little known fact.
Right after World War II, they made Strider.
Yep.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Astyanax. Got a manual. I don't know.
Who came up with these names?
I know.
Kids are supposed to, like, talk about these on the playground. Hey, do you have Astyanax? Like,
That's the stupidest
Come
thing. Goonies 2, which made everyone believe there was actually a sequel to the movie, and there was not. It's kind of funny. The Adventures of Bio Billy. There's so many more games in here. Alright, what do we got here? Jackal. With the manual. This one is Viper.
Isn't it called Codename Viper, or am I making that?
It is. It's called Codename Viper.
I don't know how I remember that.
Spy vs. Spy. With the manual. Solstice. No manual for that. Football. Fester's Quest.
Ugh, barf.
Boy, did this game piss me off when I was younger.
Oh, man. Gosh. Everybody had that game,
Phone call
too.
inbox. Okay. 720 degrees. Skateboarding.
You know, like 1080 snowboarding?
Okay,
except
yeah,
it's...
yeah. Never heard of it. Rygar. Great game. I don't think this is going to end. Ooh, nice one. Mega Man 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Mega Man 2.
I feel like this was almost everybody's favorite Mega Man.
Yeah,
Am I wrong
it was
about-
the best
It was
one.
definitely my favorite.
Yeah. Iron Sword with Fabio on the cover.
Fabio.
Yeah, Wizards and Warriors 2. Really disappointed in this game because I love the first Wizards and Warriors so much. And this game was just like, nah. It's like they just gave up.
It
I
was
don't know.
pretty weak.
Yeah, it was. Snake's Revenge.
Didn't
Metal
you
Gear
find
2.
that a week or two
Yeah,
ago?
I did. Yeah. We got here. We got a bases loaded manual, so spoiler
Heard it.
alert. Castle Quest. Never heard of it.
That's the quest.
Battle Chess. Legend of Zelda. Looks like the manual's all there
with the map.
with the map.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the condition of that. Oh, jeez. Have mercy.
It's very shiny.
It just looks brand new.
Nice.
We got POW, Prisoners of War. Base Wars. I remember renting this game.
I remember
a lot.
playing it. Yeah. It was fun.
We had a lot of fun with that game. Dragon Warrior.
Dragon Warrior.
Again, with the manual.
they made so many copies of this game. They
Oh,
started
I
giving them
know.
away for free with like every Nintendo Power subscription.
Japan really overestimated how much Americans would like their JRPGs at first.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Quest was huge over there from the very beginning.
Yeah, but not over here.
It took a while.
Yeah. Renegade.
All right.
Star Tropics 2, Zoda's Revenge. Alright, with the manual.
Don't you have to have the manual to play that game? Or was that the first
I
Star
know you do in
Tropics?
the first one. Crystallis. Looks like Pro-Am. Yep, RC Pro-Am with the manual.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, I had a blast with that game. Ooh, Ninja Gaiden 2.
Nice.
Yeah, could do worse than that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nice. There it is.
Castlevania 2.
So now we got 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, Simon's Quest,
Nice.
Castlevania 2. Really happy to have that. Ghosts and Goblins. He actually told me when I was there today that there was one game in the whole batch that he couldn't get to work, and unfortunately this was the game. So I don't know if I'm going to get it to work or not, but anyway. Blades of Steel. Yeah.
We're just going to keep piling these up until you can't see us anymore. I think that's the plan.
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
All right.
Mike Tyson's
Punch Out.
All
Nice.
right, with the manual and everything.
Excellent.
Yeah. Not the re-released Punch Out. Mike Tyson's Punch
that
Out.
Mr. Dream guy.
Yeah.
Come on,
no,
man.
don't be fooled by that. You want to play Mike Tyson in this game.
It's much more satisfying to get a TKO fighting Tyson than some generic Mr. Dream
By the
guy.
way, for the next Smash Brothers game, listen, Nintendo, I'm talking to you. If you would bring back Mike Tyson with the likeness from Mike Tyson's Punch Out and put him in the next Smash Brothers game, the internet would explode so spectacularly it would never recover.
Yeah,
right?
Or at least
Come
on
on.
DLC or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? Bionic Commando with the manual. Like Mario Duck Hunt with the manual. Faxanadu. Rental Box. What is this? Stealth. No. With the manual. The guy kept everything. Alright, we've got Golf.
Ouch.
Yeah. Dragon Warrior 2.
Nice.
Yep. Solar Jetman. Never heard of that game. What
Really?
is this? Skate or Die. Oh boy. This is like a body bag they put it in.
Please be stadium events.
Okay, I can hear it. Bag is so massive. Hold on, where is it? There it is. Oh man! Holy crap!
You can't even see it.
Face is loaded.
After all that. So, for $1,000, I think the Super Nintendo games alone. I mean, you've got Pocky and Rocky 2, Earthbound, and Chrono Trigger,
And Demon's Crest.
and Demon's Crest. Those 3 games alone are easily $5.
4 games.
4 games alone.
Yeah.
Are
Easily
$500.
Then you got Super Metroid, Castlevania 4,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 2, 3, Secret of Mana, Mario RPG. Yeah. You add up the Super Nintendo games, and they're easily worth $1,000. So my goal here is I'm just going to sell all my duplicates and keep what I want, and I am certain to make my $1,000 back. And I don't know how many games there are, 150 probably. I'll probably end up adding 75 games to my collection, and I'll do it for effectively nothing because I'll make all my money back. This is really a dream come true if you're a gamer like I am. Wow. I don't even know what else to say.
I can't really add any commentary. I mean, you guys saw all these games. I mean, for a collection of 150 games to have so few amount of sports titles and, you know, shovelware, it's pretty astonishing. I mean, most collections that I pick up, it seems like at least half the games are just nothing but, you know, Maddens and wrestling games.
Holy
Almost
crap.
every Zelda game, I mean, from NES, Super Nintendo, Game
no,
Boy,
literally
64,
every
Zelda game they
Yeah,
ever made.
Almost every Final Fantasy game, only missing Legend 1 and 2 on the Game Boy.
Well, the Final Fantasy Adventures on Game Boy too.
Okay,
If you wanna
that's
count
just
it.
Secret of Mana 1. And the manuals, hold on, I gotta show you one more thing. So like I said, this guy kept almost everything. I was really hoping to find Pocky and Rocky 2 manual. He didn't have that.
Oh, man.
He had almost all of his N64 manuals.
I spy a Final Fantasy 3 world map.
There's a Final Fantasy 3 world map in there.
That makes me happy. Man. I spent so much time on this game. My map, I think I still have it. It is like almost in pieces.
Yeah. Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Castlevania, Super Mario 64. These are all Super Nintendo manuals. I mean, he had almost every one of them. Like I said, I was really hoping for that Pocky and Rocky 2. Here's Final Fantasy 3, ActRaiser 2, Zelda.
Are there any manuals?
Super Metroid Demon's Crest.
Nice.
Yeah, this is worth about $40 all by itself.
Are there any manuals to games that aren't here? Because I've come across that
one,
before.
believe it or not. Well, actually, there's two.
Super Star Wars.
Super Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's no game here, but there is a manual. Griffey Baseball. He did not have that game.
Yeah, he did.
There is a Griffey Baseball game.
Oh, well,
yeah, that's
the
winning. That's
run.
Winning Run. This is not Winning Run. This is just Ken Griffey Presents Major League Baseball. This game is not here, which I care less about. I mean, I actually own my childhood version of that game because he was like my childhood hero.
Yeah, we grew up in Seattle.
Yeah,
so
come on.
Like, when the Griffey baseball games came out, I mean, it was just like these worlds colliding for us. Like, whoa, Nintendo and Ken Griffey Jr.
Strategy guides. I didn't even know a lot of these existed. I mean, we've got Majora's Mask, Super Metroid, Ocarina of Time, Doom. Why do you need a strategy guide to Doom?
You don't.
Yeah, you don't. Mario 64. Again, why do you need a strategy guide to that game? Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 3. I didn't know this existed.
Nice.
Yeah. GoldenEye. Again, why do you need a strategy guide to GoldenEye? What is this going to tell you that you just can't figure out? You walk through the levels and you shoot people. I don't know. Star Fox, Donkey Kong Country.
Whoa.
Secret of Mana.
That
this
is so
thing
thick.
is huge. Look at this. Look how thick that is.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's in great shape too.
Secret of Mana was originally going to be a Super Nintendo CD-ROM game, and when they killed the CD project, the add-on, they brought it out on a cart, and they had to really chop that game up. I mean, the end result of that game is just kind of a shell of what... They had cutscenes, they had all kinds of stuff that they couldn't fit onto a cartridge.
A whole bunch of Game Boy manuals. We've got Zelda, a bunch of other ones. I don't know if any of the others are any good. Metroid 2 is in there.
3.
Final Fantasy Legend 3. I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's so much stuff to go through. This is really overwhelming for me. I'm going to have to put some new shelves.
Where do you start?
I need new shelves for my game room now. I've used up all of my luck for the entire year and probably for the next 2 years of garage sailing.
Yeah.
All of my luck is now used up. Thanks for tuning into our midweek video.
Bonus video. The end.